Welcome to the Monday, June 1st edition of Bible Time. But this isn't just your ordinary edition of Bible Time. This isn't just another episode of Bible Time. This is number 50. No, this is the 50th episode of Bible Time that we have produced. And so that's a special day. That's a milestone. We're excited. I wonder how many of you have watched all 50 of them. Is there anybody out there that's watched all 50 of them? I mean, you deserve some kind of medal. If you have watched all 50 of them, leave a comment in the comment section on YouTube today. Let me know that you've been watching all 50 episodes. And let me say this too. I've been getting a lot of encouraging words from people who enjoy watching Bible Time, and they tell me that they watch it regularly. It's a part of their morning routine. But I have been noticing that the number of views of Bible Time have been dropping off pretty significantly. And there could be a lot of reasons for that. Maybe people are getting back to work and getting back to doing stuff, and so they don't have as much time to watch Bible Time as much as they used to, whatever it is. But if you hope to keep this going and you want to encourage the continuation of Bible Time, then I would suggest that you start sharing this around and you start encouraging other people to join us each day as we add just a little bit of commentary and encouragement to the daily Bible reading from Believers Fellowship. And today we're looking at Joshua 19 and 20. Joshua 19 and 20. Joshua 19 is they're dividing the land amongst a number of the tribes, and some of these are tribes that would stand out. Zebulun and Naphtali, if you look at where they are, they're around the Sea of Galilee. Isaiah 9, there's going to be a prophecy about a light shining in the land of Zebulun and Naphtali, and then the New Testament will confirm that that was a reference to Jesus Christ, who did most of his ministry in the Galilee area, and so that's significant. Also, you'll see something about Dan there in chapter 19 and how they weren't able to actually hold their land, and they're going to wind up moving somewhere else, and we're going to see about that in Judges. It's not going to be a happy story. But anyways, we see them dividing up the land amongst the tribes. In chapter 20, we see the cities of refuge that they were instructed to establish by Moses. They were distributed throughout the land. The idea was that there'd be easy access for somebody to get to them from wherever they are within Israel. And this is a place for people who had caused a death unintentionally, maybe accidentally. And it was a place for them to go and to seek refuge and to be safe and to get a fair trial. It was a safeguard for justice. That's an important thing to take note of. And it was a safeguard not only for the people of Israel, but for foreigners who were living in the land as well. So that's something significant to take a look at. But because this is edition number 50, I just wanted to focus in on the person who's maybe been the key person, or at least one of the key people that we've been looking at ever since we started this when we jumped in the middle of Leviticus, and that would be our man Joshua. And Joshua is mentioned at the end of chapter 19, and it says in verse 49 that when they had finished distributing the several territories of the land as inheritances, the people of Israel gave an inheritance among them to Joshua, the son of Nun. By command of the Lord, they gave him the city that he asked, Timnath-Serah in the hill country of Ephraim, and he rebuilt the city and settled in it. So here's Joshua. All the rest of the land has been divided up and distributed, and then Joshua gets his choice of where he wants to be. And if you go back to the beginning of them dividing up the land, you'll notice that Caleb got the first choice, Joshua gets the last choice. And this all relates back to Numbers chapters 13 and 14, when Israel sent the 12 spies into the land, and they came back, and the 10 said, yeah, it's a nice place, but it's really dangerous. It won't be safe for our kids. We really shouldn't go up there. And Caleb and Joshua are saying just the opposite, saying, no, yeah, it is a great place, and yeah, there are scary people there, but the Lord's given it to us. Let's go up and get it. And they were men who wholly followed the Lord, Caleb and Joshua. And so they both are rewarded by getting their choice of where they want to live, as God had promised them, that they would get the land that their feet had trodden under. And so Caleb picks his place, Joshua picks his place. but I think it's significant. Joshua is the leader at this time. He's the successor to Moses. He's the key man, but he takes his choice last. He takes his choice last. He's not acting like he's a king and feels like he's entitled to the first choice, nor is he the warlord who I led this great victory. I get the best. I get to pick what I want to pick. No, he came as a servant. He came not to be served, but to serve. And he was willing to wait till the very end to get his territory. Joshua, he's a great leader because he's a great servant. He led in order to serve the people of Israel. And that's significant to see even in him making the last choice in the land. So there's important lessons to learn from Joshua, important lessons to learn as God faithfully distributes the land among them, the cities of refuge, places of justice. But let's think about Joshua and let's learn from his example. Let's seek to be a servant and follow that example. And we'll see you more for tomorrow for number 51 of Bible Time.